Hello there everyone and welcome back. It's time to do things a little bit differently, I think, for I tried over the past few days to get more Orc ranked matches in, but it unfortunately wasn't meant to be, for my opponents were either basically conceding to me right away or it was pretty much a one-side match, so unfortunately there isn't really too much to really commentate on as far as what I'm doing, how the matchup should go, and all that little nuances. So I decide to finally get into the last fleet I have really yet to do as an Admiral Level 8. So we are going to be diving into Chaos for a little bit, and once I get done with the Chaos, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, because I didn't want to go back to Orks for Persistent Mode, because hell, that's been going a little either too simple or not really all that exciting. I don't feel like I was being challenged all that much, especially with the slim chance of getting more Space Marines or Eldar, and I don't know about Chaos just yet as far as fighting as Orc. So this will be good for mixing things up for me, and it'll be a good test of how the Chaos works as a whole, because they're, at least with their Ascent of long range aggression, all their weapons have basically 12,000 unit range, with a couple of them having 9,000 range, like the missile pods and macro batteries. These things are all about harassment, good positioning, and just wearing down your opponent. They're not so much the aggressor until you weaken them down enough. Although, mind you, they have some really good close range potential in the form of the Slaughter and other ships that are more macro battery based, but of course, you have to get in really close with that, and with your lack of a power armor to effectively soak damage, on top of the fact that the macro batteries on these things, the Slaughter at least, and of course all the macro weaponry, are incredibly fast firing, so it's not as convenient as like Imperial Navy to just go in there, fire your macro battery, your broadside off, and then have the convenience of repositioning or even using your prow to shield damage. So these Slaughters, all these ships that are relying on macro batteries, kind of have to commit a little bit. At least if they don't have the range, which in the case of the Slaughter I have, it kind of needs to commit a little bit. But nonetheless, I am going with the Lance style build here. We got the two Acrons, we have Devastations and two Hellbringers to kind of provide like torpedo and fighter defense there. But otherwise, we're going to be going with Lances for the time being. At least this is what I have for the current fleet, and unfortunately, my Despoiler is a little bit out of the fray, and I don't even have the Renown, which unfortunately, I don't have that convenience, so I'm going to have to work from the ground up, as it were, with an Admiral Level 8 fleet. But this will be different. I'm kind of excited to try it out. And of course, I'm going to have to look about mixing up this fleet to find how I really want to play it, because I don't know how exciting Lances will be after at least doing a couple episodes with them. But nonetheless, let's get this started, shall we? Well, this is going to be interesting. Right off the bat, we're going to have ourselves a bit of a mirror match, and alright, nonetheless, this is going to be different, and of course we have the Convoy, which gives me potentially an easy out here as far as a victory, assuming I could spot them. Oh well, let's see. The plan is pretty straightforward, and of course I have no idea what Crooked's fielding. He could be ridiculous on the fighters, but this kind of demands a little bit of fighter defense here. I should bring at least one Hellbringer. I could bring a Devastation because I have stasis bombs. They do provide beacons to Hellbringer, and I would like to bring in a regular Mark II Hellbringer to provide the additional lance fire. So we'll bring the level 5 in, and I do have an Iconoclast to help with the spotting, and of course it has the dirt. Actually, this is a cheaper one. For some reason I was thinking the Iconoclast was the more expensive, more durable one, so the Idolator is going to have to get some upgrades at some point too to help make up for that. I feel like anyway, because this thing is really fragile. Nonetheless, but I have a lot of lance fires to kind of shoot them down. I have Siege that kind of provides a global AoE gas cloud. Well, not really global, but a silent run for all my ships without having my Acrons infest in it. At least not right away. The main trick now is to kind of prevent my shields from going down so he can't stick a beacon on me. That's probably my biggest concern, because he's if I can slow him down, that will be a big deal for the convoy. keeping it from getting across, and then I can just hopefully get some good chipping damage in him. I don't know what I'm really talking about. In all honesty, this is a mirror match I'm not used to, but I just know how Chaos likes to play. So I want to try and get the vision and not allow him to have the vision ideally. So Iconoclast, I would like to have Spot in some sense. We do have my Siege Hellbringer in the middle to provide vision, I think. What kind of race does it have? Okay, so it's as big as my... well, it's 5,000 units, so technically it should be able to cover this entire radius with the Hellbringer as well. But we'll keep that in the middle just for the sake of it. Keep a nice close formation, so ideally I can spread out the damage if I am getting focused down for the brief periods I am getting shot at. So focus fire is on, you're group 2, focus fire on for you, and hopefully we can get something done here. Only problem is with me relying on lances is this is going to be a slow process, so I need to reveal him early.
Just show us something to kill.
Reveal him early so then I can start punishing him. And he's got, let's see, he has 2 cruiser ships, which is okay. I'm not planning on committing too much just yet.
We'll follow your command.
And I do have the emission disappear, so I might as well use that as well. Reveal him. Well, actually, I want the Iconoclast to reveal, technically reveal the other ships. That's what I really want.
Show us something to kill.
So start firing away.
Break them in mind and body.
And now, do I have a second beacon?
Return to normal function.
Because once this shield's gone, that helps a ton.
For the dark gods. Cruising speed set.
So start unloading. Start hitting.
Orders. Engines hot.
And I do have the brace for impact, so...
Normal function.
and he's got a level 10 fleet. Well, this is a little bit of a handicap, isn't it? Nonetheless, we'll try and spot these ships really close, although I did burn all my stuff. And what is that? Is that a slaughter? Yeah, that's a slaughter.
Command me. Forward to the slaughter.
So, let's get on hitting.
Command me. Setting course.
Try and get some damage in, because now I have no choice but to deal with this thing, don't I? And I have no more beacons. And I think I just used all my cogitators well, didn't I?
Retros activated.
Nonetheless, we are hitting it there. I just gotta be mindful
All breaches detected.
of my dang orders and all that.
Setting course.
Because he has corn, he doesn't actually have Nurgle, which is good for me.
Engines
I can live with that. Keep focusing. I do have vision of the convoy some, but I need to kill something at this point.
will follow your command.
Alright.
Now.
Actually, let's go on in.
Set engines to full ahead.
Nope, I was hoping to... dang it, so much going on here. I'm not used to chaos, so it's hurting my commentary some. Orks is a little bit different. I did get the brace for impact, though. Keep engaging. Get the lock-on available. Try and get those critical hits in.
Tactical cogitators engaged.
Now, let's unload on this thing. His shields are going to be down momentarily.
Eternally.
And I need to make sure I get some kind of damage in, especially for a close-range fight.
Your orders.
Okay, he does have supercharged voice shield, so switch the targets up a bit.
Your orders.
And this, I still have brace for impact, so I'm kind of okay here for a few moments.
For the dark
Now I just gotta block and keep hitting the ship.
coordinates.
Keep hitting the slaughter, keep an eye on the convoy.
Executing high energy turn.
Alright, get moving.
Command me.
You can hold your position there.
Turn to normal function.
Kill the slaughter. It's quite frankly the biggest threat here.
Show us something to kill.
There, that's gone.
For chaos.
That's good, we're golden. Now, Stig is next, and let's keep an eye on the convoy.
Return to normal function.
And get this Acheron protected. Protect the Acheron. His shields are gone.
Retros activated.
And I would like to kill this Stig.
Engines hot.
Although, your heading's not very good. Although, if you can hit both the ships, that'd be ideal.
Tactical cogitators engaged.
That's kind of what I like. He'll kill the Hellbringer and
Retros activated.
and also the the Acheron, the Stig. Damn it! I'm getting so thrown off. It definitely feels like forever since playing Chaos. So
Setting course
this opens up a window, at least for the convoy, at least. So
for the dark
keep
gods.
hitting this thing.
We've come
Ram it,
souls.
finish it,
Adjust
and don't allow him to board.
for the dark gods.
Okay, that's 2 ships gone. That convoy's gone. And I don't want to escape just yet.
Switch to silent.
Oh, and accidentally silent run, so that's a shame.
Enemy transport annihilated.
So let's just kill the convoy, I guess.
Follow your
Because this is pretty much a losing bout now. But, oh, I silent run, that was a shame. I could still use it.
tactical cogitators engaged.
Actually, this is a perfect opportunity. Let's just silent run all day.
The ruinous powers.
Just silent run, finish off his fleet.
Normal function.
At least attempt to.
Command.
That wasn't the intention, but it works.
Engines hot.
Now jam everything. Try and kill his convoy.
Return to normal
Alright, this opens up a window for me. Just kill the convoy then. You just made my job easy.
executing high energy turn.
Now ram it.
Normal function.
Although I lost my generator. Or
Moving to those
actually I lost my boring assault actually. That's what's happening here. But this looks like a game.
Uranus.
That looks like game.
Retros activated.
If this thing can survive, that'd be even better, considering I just fought a higher level Chaos fleet. Well, that works. That works extra fine. Hell, I could have canceled out his Auger Disruptor and Silent Running, his Siege Cloud with my own beacon if I had the thought process to remember it. So that was a wild game for me. Horrible commentary though, so I do apologize for that at least. But hell, winning a mirror match when I had a severe level disadvantage, I think, well, all my ships were level 5 except for one Acheron, so maybe it was a little more fair than I'm making it out to be. I was kind of thinking I had more level 2s and 3s, quite frankly, but hell, that's a win in my book. I was actually beating him up till near the end anyway when my Acheron was about to explode, and hell, he didn't even get the kill on the Acheron. He didn't even get heavily damaged, so even bigger win for me as far as I'm concerned. So that's a nice promising start if you do ask me. So now the big question, do I invest in any repairs or just start saving up so it can actually make use of a handful of upgrades here? Because this is about to reach level 6, so I'll invest in repairing that. And as much as I would like to get the battleship in order, how close am I to even like level 4 upgrades or a level, or at least unlocking a new upgrade? So Acheron, let's see, Slaughter could use one more match. They're fine. So yeah, 2 more matches for the Hellbringer here. 1 more for my level 5 Hellbringer. So yeah, it's good to hang on to that just in case. But hell, if nothing else, despite the poor commentary, that was a promising start for me. Okay, and here's a matchup I am looking forward to. We are going to be facing off against, it looks like, an 1 or 2 Admiral level lower Tau. So this will be interesting because Tau got really good long range potential, not to mention his 75 armor prow and the ability to repair them. Damn it, I'm losing my train of thought again, damn it. That first match really shook me up, but nonetheless, they have really good firepower with their railguns. They have really good firepower with their seeker missiles, and of course the damn bombers, which at least I am prepared for. And they also have the 75 armor and the repair drones to help make them really damn durable despite their low health pool. So, despite the fact I'm kind of a slow and steady type of fleet with all my lance, heavy firepower, and a couple of bombers, mind you, let me restate that. I'm gonna have to get super aggressive and really focus down my target. if I'm going to kill anything, quite frankly. And it's 600 points, so he even has bonus points to spare on this, so that can make things a little more difficult for me. But I have lots of beacons. One bomber can help me negate a lot of his firepower, especially if he's just fielding protectors. If he has a stronghold, then he can brute force through my one Hellbringer, but he's going to be so slow with that thing, and it's not really going to do very much in terms of firepower until he gets in close, that I could probably chip it down safely anyway, if not just void it altogether. What can I say? This feels like a really bad recording for me. And the main reason for that is because I decided last second to switch over to Chaos, because I want to mix things up with my Ork fleet, but I didn't really have any incentive to go with torpedo type fleets and a good number of bombers. It didn't feel like, I don't know what it would feel like. I didn't seem like it would enjoy it as much as I've been enjoying the mega cannons, let alone the tractor cannons. Oh boy. As much as I love those things, it does simplify my attack quite a bit, needless to say. All I have to do is get in there, make sure I'm in range for the tractor cannons, and then make sure they keep within, if nothing else, my lance range, so that way I can keep slowing them. And hopefully then I can hit them with mega cannons. But otherwise, switching over to Chaos was kind of a last second thing, which is probably why I feel so unprepared and stumbling so much. But nonetheless, 7 ships, so this kind of tells me he may have a Dela for a Borkon, or he's just going more frigate heavy with a couple of sauces and maybe a protector or two. Hard to say, we'll have to see. And I gotta remember, these things have really good range, so I can actually afford to have my Hellbringer in the back, keep it safe and not get sniped really easily. That's something I'm gonna have to do, is deliberately have some of my ships behind me, so they're a little more protected. Although this is not Orks. This is not Orks because these light cruisers are actually faster than my Acherons, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them regardless. Now we just gotta wait for our adversary to get himself ready, and then we'll see what we can do against Tau. Because if his railguns can stick on me, even at long range, if he can afford to use a lock-on, he can do notable amount of damage to me. So avoiding any kind of beacons, let alone having one stick onto me, is pretty damn important. And then I can slowly weather him down once I have a good grasp of what he's fielding. Because if he's relying on frigates, then I'm in damn good shape, because my lances are always going to hit his damn frigates, so I'm not going to have much difficulty killing them. It's just a matter of what kind of frigates they are, because if they're Castellans, if they're anything with 200 health, then they'll be a little more trickier than the 100 health like Messenger and Wardens. So we'll have to wait and see. Also, what the kind of battleship was destroyed here? I almost want to say this was a Desolator. Hell, it looks like it may have been 2 Desolators because I'm pushing the prow of one of them right now, which scares me a bit. Normally Tau aren't all about intimidation tactics, but right now I'm scared. If they could somehow destroy 2 Desolators, I have a lot of work cut out for me then. But I'm sure that was a different Tau fleet, right? Really, I should be in good shape. And also, frigate, get moving. You're supposed to be my spotter to hopefully not make me have to invest in using a beacon to kind of reveal them really early. Nonetheless, I did forget my fighters too, so it's good to prepare for that. So far it's looking like what I possibly said, 2 Borkons, or those could be 2 protectors. It could be one or the other. It's lining up to potentially be 2 Daleths there. Daleths are the ones with the carriers, I believe, and the Borkons have seeker missiles with the Wardens, so we'll find out momentarily what he has, but until then, let's get our firing arc ready. Let's reveal our ships, because I have extended sensors on this thing. Okay, there are a bunch of Wardens, so that tells me Borkons. Or not Borkons, but they are the Daleths, so let's begin our focus fire. And also, bombers are really good here too. So actually, let's focus on the one that's probably not going to die immediately to the bombers. Try and get 2 of these things down quickly. And yeah, he's going to reveal me in a moment, but he can't really support this in any way at all. Because again, we revealed the 2 Daedalus, and he has very little seeker missiles as a result. So being revealed is not really a bad thing for me right now, until his cruisers can get within firing range. So just unload. This will be slow and really simple. Well, not really slow. If I can get a critical hit, that'd be amazing for me. Yeah, like right there. Damn, there goes in. That thing died immediately. It's so nice to have lances for these type of fleets. And he does have a protector. Okay, so, he has a... So that has to be a Borkon. That's the Daedalus, and the protector's probably right there. Or actually, either way. I'm thinking about this too much. Let's just salt run and hide ourselves. There. Problem solved. I didn't want to salt run with both of them there, but it is what it is. Now turn around. Join the rest of the fleet. Also, let's give us some more breathing room, shall we? Oh, and there's the Daedalus right there. Okay, my shields are gone. What are you going to do about it? You cannot throw a beacon on me now. Your beacon means crap, and now I have lances ready to hit you. He does have a brace for impact, but I'm well protected with the stasis bomb in the way. I'm well protected, and he is also turning away from me, so I pretty much have no risk here. It's really important. What kind of does he have beacons? No. I'm seeing no beacons, so I could just literally sit here. I can literally sit here, and for once I actually have an auger probe I can start using. Where it's a good idea remains to be seen, though. Whether it's going to be valuable, I don't know, but it can reveal that last cruiser for me. Nope. Okay. I approve of his tactics there, because this is going to get messy. Because I revealed all his ships. His Daedalus is really vulnerable. Unfortunately. Very anticlimactic nonetheless. But I need to take advantage of my range, and if he's not going to have beacons, I am going to punish that heavily. Especially if he can't stick them on me. Which would have worked out really well once he destroyed my shields and then immediately put a beacon on. But he didn't even have a beacon to follow up, so he didn't have that luxury. So more of the story, I just destroyed his frigates, got the assault running, and the match was pretty much won there. Because with the mission Dissipator, I can easily keep distance from him while doing some light damage to him. It depends if I have to keep my rear to him to keep distance or not, because normally, with broadside dependent weaponry, even if I try running away, he's still gaining distance on me more often than not. But, yeah, he still would have kept up with me. I'm only barely faster than his ships, unless he had air cache, in which case there was no way I was going to outrun him if he wanted to commit to fighting. But he probably did the smart thing. He cut his losses there, and as disheartening as may be to run away at the first sign of real engagement, he kind of suicided his frigates, and they could have done some extra damage to help. Not to mention they did have the extended sensors to kind of keep vision. He just didn't aggressively have his cruisers kind of support them, so he left them to die. Moral of that story.